Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Marvel Legends series Xemnu Build-A-Figure Wave Supervillains Lady Deathstrike. Thank you for watching this video, or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both. That's more awesome. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it! Let's start our hate-filled revenge trip against Wolverine with a look at the packaging. And up here on the top, Build-A-Figure Xemnu Hook, assortment number 4 and up. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. Marvel Legends series. Nice big window showcasing Lady Deathstrike, and something seems to be missing. It's the Build-A-Figure piece, because I already put it together. Marvel Supervillains Lady Deathstrike. Hasbro. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not gonna learn, and a barcode. On this side, Lady Deathstrike artwork. And on this side, artwork of Lady Deathstrike. And on the back, larger, more ominous artwork of Lady Deathstrike. Marvel Legends series Lady Deathstrike. With adamantium-infused bones and cybergenetic enhancements, Yoriko Dayama pursues a ruthless vendetta against the X-Men and Wolverine in particular. There it is in some other languages that I don't speak. Build-A-Figure Xemnu. There is the Build-A-Figure, and he has numbers. They correspond with the cross-sale as to which figure it comes with, and they are Dr. Doom, Dormammu, the Hood, Lady Deathstrike, Arcade, Zolid Skull, and the AIM Scientist Supreme. Each sold separately, subject to availability. Attention! Don't stick things in your French pie hole that don't belong there. Achtung! Don't stick things in any other language pie hole that don't belong there. Don't give it to babies. Marvel print, small, fine, legal print, some made in China print, and Hasbro print. And that, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and no accessories, because she doesn't come with any accessories. The only extra pack-in she had was a Build-A-Figure piece, and it's already put together. So, let's get right to the figure. Nice face sculpt and paint or printing, whichever it happens to be, but it looks very nice and crisp. Now I go bumping the camera. Nice lines there on her Scully, I guess. But the paint isn't all the way in the lines. There is some slop outside of the lines. Nice paint apps here on the chest and the forearms, the little circuitry pieces, and of course her adamantium fingernails. And then it looks like, I'm not sure if this is the paint or if this is the paint, but I think it's molded in this color, and then this is the paint. And not a lot to speak of on the back. And you can see the fingernails. And then paint apps right here. Now I will say there's something, I don't know what's going on right here, but the joints don't quite line up. Now if you turn around backwards, it does, but then it looks weird. So, but that's an issue. I don't know if it's like that on all of them or not. Let's take a look at the articulation. She can look up that high. She can look down that low. The head is on that classic Hasbro Marvel Legends ball and joint. So she has a little bit of chicken neck. She's got some waggle. And of course, the full Exorcist. At the shoulder, it can rotate a full 360 degrees. This does get in the way just a bit. And she can raise it up just slightly above 90 degrees. There is a cut here at the upper bicep for another 360 degree rotation. Hinge and swivel at the elbow. And swivels around another 360 degrees. And the bend gives you, I guess, right at 90 degrees there. Maybe a little better. 360 degree rotation at the wrist on an up and down hinge. And this wrist is on an in and out hinge. So that's neat. There's, I don't know if it's a ball joint or dumbbell here at the waist, but gives her plenty of hula motion. She can bend back that far and crunch forward that far. It also allows for a 360 degree rotation at the waist. At the hips, she can give you that much of the splits. She kicks forward that far, which is about 90 degrees, but there's a slight outswing with that. And she can kick back about that far. A double hinged pinless knee gives you that much bend. And almost because they disguised it so well with the lines here in the costume, there's a cut here at the upper thigh for another 360 degree rotation. At the ankles, tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and forward facing pin for rocker. And that, my friends, completes a look at the figure and her no accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And let's start things off with the last, at least that I know of, figure that Lady Deathstrike got, which was this Toy Biz version. Who doesn't want to stand up right now? There she goes. And as you can see, it's come a long way since this figure. And I mean, her arms are all cybernetic. And I don't know, this may be just a different version of Lady Deathstrike, but I just think this is the way that they decided to go with it. You know, the colored in eyes. And she's wearing an undershirt under her vest thingy. So, but there is that. And of course, we have Deathstrike's arch nemesis, Wolverine in the blue and yellow. And here we have the blue and yellow from the Love Triangle 3-pack with the bone claws and the battle damaged mask. And for our last Wolverine, here we have the I guess we call him shirtless Wolverine from that recent Amazon 5-pack. And one of her, at least at one time, teammates, Skullbuster from the Reavers. Now, how does she compare up with the other figures in the wave? Here she is with the AIM Scientist Supreme. Here she is with Arcade. The Dread Dormammu. The Red Skull. Dr. Doom. The Hood. And the Build-A-Figure Xemnu. Something like that. And for our final Marvel Legends, making his cameo appearance, here we have Stan the Man Lee. And how does she compare up with some of the other lines? Let's take a look. From G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black series, we have the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch comparison, from McFarlane Toys, we have Three Jokers, the Joker, the Comedian. And that, my friends, completes our look at comparisons. For final thoughts on the Marvel Legends series Supervillains Xemnu Build-A-Figure Wave Lady Deathstrike, I have to say, overall, I like this figure. It's much, much better than the last figure I remember her getting, which is the Toy Biz Marvel Legends. And the only real issue that I had was this upper bicep joint here just isn't lined up properly. And like I said, I don't know if it's just mine or if they're all like that, or whatever the case may be. Not a whole lot of paint apps, but appropriate and mostly crisp and well done where they were needed. The circuitry really stands out because of the paint, and I think that's kind of cool. That does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.